You've heard the old automotive scripture coined by the legendary Carroll Shelby. He famously said, "Horsepower sells cars, but torque wins races." For decades, this quote has been the absolute gospel at car meets across America. It sounds cool, it sounds tough, but we have to ask the question, well, is he actually right? Or is it just a romanticized idea that boomers repeat because they love big V8s? Today, we are putting the nostalgia aside and stripping away the marketing fluff. We are going to look strictly at the numbers to find the truth. If you are shopping for a heavy-duty truck, the brochure screams about torque. But if you're looking at a Ferrari or a Corvette, the headline is horsepower.
This is where the real magic happens.
Why the difference?
Every component.
And if you buy the wrong one, will you regret it? Welcome to Spec Sheet. Here, we don't care about feelings. We care about physics. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly how these two forces work. I will prove how they are mathematically linked and give you the ultimate checklist. So let's find out which one actually matters for your garage. Let's start with the basics. No boring whiteboard lectures today. We are going to look at the raw mechanics of how engines work. First, let's talk torque. The scientific definition is rotational force. Imagine you have a rusted bolt. You put a wrench on it and pull hard. That initial strain the twisting power you apply before it moves, that is torque. In your car, torque is exactly what you feel instantly off the line. It's the grunt. It's the sensation of being pinned back into your seat. It happens the millisecond you smash the gas pedal at a green light. It's the muscular force that overcomes the weight of the vehicle from a dead stop. Now, horsepower. Horsepower is not a force. It is a measurement of work over time. If torque is how strong you are, horsepower is how fast you can use that strength. Think of it like a bodybuilder versus a sprinter. The bodybuilder lifts 500 pounds. That's massive torque, but he moves slowly. The sprinter lifts less, but moves fast. That's speed. That is horsepower. And here is the secret marketing won't tell you. Horsepower and torque are not two different things. They are mathematically locked. The formula is on your screen. Horsepower equals torque times RPM, divided by 5,252. That constant comes from James Watt's original experiments with ponies. But what it means for you is simple. Horsepower is just torque delivered at high RPM. This explains why a massive semi-truck has 2,000 pounds FT of torque. It produces insane force, but it only has about 500 horsepower. It has the strength of an ox, but the top speed of, well, an ox. It can pull a house, but it can't rev high enough to go fast. On the flip side, look at a Formula One car. It has very little torque. Maybe 300 pounds-foot, less than a Ford F-150, but it produces 1,000 horsepower. How? Because it spins that engine to 15,000 RPM. It takes a small amount of force, but multiplies it with insane speed. So, low RPM strength equals torque. High RPM speed equals horsepower. But we don't drive Formula One cars. Let's look at the real-world test. Let's compare to icons available in the US market right now. Exhibit A, the Mazda MX-5 Miata, a pure sports car. The spec sheet reads, 181 horsepower and 151 pounds FT of torque. It is lightweight, agile, and designed to live at the red line. Exhibit B, The Ford F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid. The American workhorse. This beast puts down 430 horsepower and a massive 570 pounds-ft of torque. On paper, the truck destroys the Miata in every single metric. But watch what happens in specific driving scenarios. When the light turns green, that 570 pounds-ft of torque in the F-150 wakes up. Despite weighing 5,000 pounds, the truck launches like a rocket. That is torque doing the heavy lifting against gravity. The truck feels fast because torque provides that immediate shove. But what happens at 70 miles per hour on the highway? Torque begins to fall off. The engine runs out of breath. This is where horsepower takes over. In the Miata, you drop a gear. The RPM spike to 7,000. Suddenly, you are in the horsepower power band. The car pulls harder the faster you go, piercing wind resistance. But we cannot talk about torque in 2025 without mentioning the game changer. Electric motors produce zero lag. You get 100% of your torque at 1 RPM. This is why EVs feels so violent off the line. It is instant delivery. However, many EVs lose steam at high speeds. That is the physics equation again. High-end horsepower is still king for top speed runs on the highway. So, which number matters to you? Let's break it down into a checklist. Prioritize torque if: Number 1, you tow boats, campers, or trailers. Number 2, you drive a heavy SUV or a truck. Number 3, you live in a city with constant stop-and-go traffic. You want that effortless acceleration without needing to scream the engine. Prioritize horsepower if: Number 1, you do a lot of highway driving in passing. Number 2, you are buying a sports car for weekend track days. Number 3, you enjoy the feeling of an engine building speed as it climbs revs. So, back to Carroll, Shelby. Was he right? Does torque win races? Technically, no, if you look at the physics of racing. You want to keep the car in high RPMs in the horsepower zone. For 90% of a lap, horsepower is actually what wins races. But Shelby wasn't talking about physics. He was talking about feeling. Torque is what makes a street car feel fast. Torque is what puts a smile on your face at every stoplight. Horsepower is impressive on a spec sheet, but torque is what you feel in your gut. So don't just look at the 0 to 60 time. Look at the curve. Check the weight. And always analyze the spec sheet. I want to hear from you. Are you a diesel torque lover? Or are you a high-revving V8 horsepower fan? Drop a comment below. If you learned something new today, hit that subscribe button. We have a lot more data-driven reviews coming up next week. Thanks for watching Spec Sheet. I'll see you in the next one.